Techie Swap.
You're over. Swap. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Village Hidden in the Shed, the official anime podcast of the Shed Network. It's your boy Sid Floyd. Cherokee in the Cheap Cherokee. Here in the shed with none other than my cousin, the Blue Beast of the East, Mike. Nice guy. Yo. Yeah, open the gates. And we're missing our third leg, Mr. Pickle Pat the Thinker, for this evening with another case of pink eye of the face. But in his place, we have the last surviving Uchiha. The worst of the worst. ShedCast.
This milk is way past its expiration.
He said he knew.
And also, Sasuke Uchiha's on your team.
It was good, right?
Yep. It wasn't bad.
You do the Akatsuki thing?
It was a little late.
Yeah, he usually
doesn't matter. It's fine.
You do the Akatsuki thing every time.
It was great. I liked it.
You killed it, actually. What am I talking about? Anyways, welcome back to the village. It's been a minute, and we're going back on our Naruto Shippuden arc. What's the name of this one, Techie?
Fate between brothers.
The fated battle between brothers.
Oh, yeah. So we're going with the battle between Sasuke and Itachi in this one, which is like probably one of the most iconic scene-wise.
Unmei no Kaiodai Daigetsu.
Right on.
Nice.
Not bad.
Getting better.
Getting
Your
really
pronunciation.
Good. Known as Master's Prophecy and Vengeance.
But this is like one of the most iconic fights. Like the few scenes in this fight that stand out are like, you know, the most famous ones.
Yes, this one is
obviously
insane.
when he does the finger misdirection in the Tsukiyomi.
The whole
I do that every time I give people directions in the car.
It's one of the coolest parts of the whole
show.
show.
Which way they're going? I go.
And then when they look, you're standing over there.
Yeah, I'm in the other way.
Easily one of the coolest scenes in the whole show.
Yeah. So we jumping right into it.
Badass.
Absolutely.
Fucking, that's probably the illest Genjutsu. Well, I don't know how many other Genjutsu fights there were like that, but there was that one with the Ketsurgan, kind of similar.
Actually, yeah, at the end of Shippuden.
But
you're right.
that one right there was insane because you don't know whose Genjutsu you're in.
Where the whole time, well, for the beginning of the fight, actually, I think it's for an episode and a half, you don't know that it's Genjutsu until Zetsu, you see his point of view, and they're just fucking standing like 20 feet from each other.
Mm-hmm. Just, he's like,
like breathing heavy.
He's like, oh, they're feeling each other out. I think he said something like that.
And
that was...
Yeah, and you don't really know because Sasuke is getting fucked up.
Yeah.
But his curse mark is also saving him multiple times in the Genjutsu. So it's like, how much control does he have? If it's, you know, because when you've seen Itachi's Tsukiyomi, when he used it on Kakashi or Naruto, like neither of them had any control at all.
Yeah.
Like zero. They had zero fight back, anything like that. Given only one of them had a Sharingan and had MS, but never used it before.
Right.
But like Sasuke was defending himself in there. So like you were saying, there comes points in there where you're like, who's actually like Genjutsu really is this or not? Obviously you know it's Itachi's because of the way it pans out.
Yeah, because of the way it pans out.
But when you're watching it, you're like, oh shit, like.
And they like break them. It's like they break out of Genjutsus while they're still in the like.
There's a point where they have the kunai battle.
Yeah,
or the ninja,
and that's all in
Ninja Star battle, but no, and then it's on the floor afterwards,
right?
And like that was partially out of the Genjutsu.
That's what I was wondering too.
And then Itachi, like I guess, gets him back in or whatever. Like,
yeah, it's weird. It's like
you get lost in it. It's a confusing fight. It's one of those ones that you had to watch over. Like,
and then when he goes to take his eye, then you're like, oh shit, maybe this is not Genjutsu because you're not sure if he's evil or not.
And then he pulls out a little thing, and you're like, there's no way that he's got a jar in Genjutsu.
In the Genjutsu,
it's like that's a lot of pre-planning. Like,
but also,
it looks like a little piss jar.
Also, though, if Sasuke thinks he's in his Genjutsu, why is he losing the fight? That's another thing. Like, if he's letting himself lose the fight, if he because he still thinks he's in his Genjutsu, right?
Well, they're battling. Like, I feel like
Or they're battling genjutsus.
It's almost like so this is the way that they make it look artistically, is that their genjutsus are, you know, they're meeting in almost like the genjutsu world, like in the Tsukiyomi world, and they're basically fighting to see who's gonna like have the upper hand, and then when that would happen, that would be the person that would gain control. It's kind of, that's what it seems like, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's necessarily like who's in the other person's, but I feel like they're struggling to overpower the other one and like take over that like genjutsu realm.
Yeah.
Because the Tsukiyomi kind of is like another dimension. Like if you remember when it was the movie. You remember the movie, and it was the limited Tsukiyomi.
Yes.
That only Naruto and Sakura get caught in, and that's when they meet Menma, and he's like, and the Akatsuki like have their back and shit in that movie. You remember that?
Yes. They fight with them.
You were the one who put me on that movie, Mike.
Which one was it?
It's the one where Obito shows up and he has like a little moon, like a little orb that he made, and he puts only Sakura and Naruto in a limited Tsukiyomi. It's when he tries out the infinite Tsukiyomi on just them. That. And that's when they go back and he's like meets his parents, and and they realize that he's like not their son, because their son is Menma, who like is like the head of the Akatsuki, or like he's the Obito of that universe. But where was I going with that? Why was the reason why I said that? Was because
Sasuke
Enma
in the genjutsu.
No, that's the summoning.
The Tsukiyomi.
It's a limited. Like sorry, thank you, Mikey. Thank you.
Universe, the Tsukiyomi universe.
So when you see in the limited Tsukiyomi, there's like these people like have a whole fucking life in here. So like, I don't understand. Maybe he's creating this world. When you're doing these Tsukiyomis, maybe they're tapping into another dimension, the same way that the Sharingan does, or the Renegon does. Or no, the Sharingan does too with the Kamui and stuff like that. Like it clearly shows
it's a different dimension, yeah.
You know, because with 1010, I know it's not canon, but with 1010's Infinite Tsukiyomi, where she was like, sorry, my thing got fucked up after you called me out on it too. Jeez. But in 1010 Tsukiyomi, where she was like realized that it like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was like a consciousness between the people in there. They were like, yo, she's not from here, and she was like, I'm not from here. And then when Naruto and Sakura were in the limited Tsukiyomi, which are the movies canon?
Only the last is technically canon.
Oh, see, that's kind of whack. So now I'm talking all non-canon. But either way, they're like, yo, we don't belong here. And then there's people in the Tsukiyomi who are like, yo, those aren't the people who fucking belong here.
Yeah,
like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I think
Genjutsu, in the Genjutsu world. Click that. See what that is. Genjutsu world.
In this movie, Minato and Kushina are still alive.
Yeah.
And the Akatsuki fight with them, and
he summons he goes in there. He summons the toads,
and Guy and Kakashi switched roles.
Oh, no,
1010's role is when Guy and Rock Lee only care about fashion.
Yeah.
That's in the
that's in
Tsukiyomi one.
1010's.
Yeah, that one is funny. The Genjutsu world is an alternate world created by Tobi in his limited Tsukiyomi. So maybe, but they're creating worlds in the Genjutsus.
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
And then they're both in the same world battling it out.
Because they're fabricating like the one that Itachi puts Kakashi in. That like
he has no shit. And he turns
like
it to paper and shit.
Yeah, like that's Kakashi's making. Like he fabricated or structured that entire fucking world. Like he created that.
Itachi, you mean?
And put him in that. And he did the same thing when Orochimaru tried to kill him.
Yeah.
And he put Orochimaru in a world that he fucking created. And Sasuke's done it to multiple people too.
So, yeah, and I'm a big fan of the Genjutsu world where Hanada's like
where she's like a bad, and she's like wearing like skimpy like Ino clothes, and she tells Sakura, she's like, "Yo, don't you fucking go near
Naruto."
Well, it's Menma.
Yeah, Menma.
Yeah, and she's like, "Yo, I'll fuck you up if you fucking make a move on Menma." And you're like, "Damn, this Hanada's kind of dope."
Menma's
instead of her just
after
Naruto-kun.
Yeah, she's like, "Shut up, bitch."
Yeah, I'm trying to talk.
Yeah, that's my man.
Hey, Slim, that's my
and Rock Lee is like dressed in like women's clothes, or like took like
He's doing the Kanye route.
Panties or something like that. Wore them or something like that. It was weird. It was weird.
Yeah, Tobi,
but it was
and Tobi made all that. So you're like, yo, Tobi,
that's
you're
why
fucking
he's the
weirdo,
best.
dude.
That's why he's the best character.
That's hilarious. But that's what I'm saying. So did he fabricate that whole place?
Who?
Or is it just by chance that's what like came to be?
No,
did he tap into another dimension where that is like that's what's going on in that parallel universe type shit.
There's a spider right there. Look out! Speaking of Shizune, what's his name? Shino. In the movie, Shino is afraid of bugs, and he pulls out his little fucking pesticide can, starts
the little
shooting
sprayer.
I think that it probably manifests a similar world, but it can't get it perfectly. Probably,
it's almost like the discussion of like whether a video game world is like a technically a world or not.
I think it's actually the world's created in the other person's head because everybody's Tsukiyomi was different. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
too.
Maybe the world is created by the brain of the person
that is getting Tsukiyomi.
Yeah, it's probably worse off of that. Because like think of if
like their worst fears and their biggest
or their
regrets
perfect world was
the infinite Tsukiyomi. Yeah.
Because you'd have to like write out all that like all those scenarios and stuff like that if you were actually to create your own like
Scorsese's Tsukiyomi would be insane.
Jiraiya Tsukiyomi
or Quentin Tarantino's Tsukiyomi.
Their Tsukiyomis would be crazy.
M. Night Shyamalan, you just never know when the twist is coming.
Do you think if Jiraiya could had Tsukiyomi, he would Tsukiyomi himself?
Yeah, probably.
To be into
a perfect.
I mean, he literally had his boy student turn into a girl all the time, so he could just like.
I mean, you wouldn't.
See, no, dude, come on. I didn't have an old toad tell me I had to.
That's true. I mean,
don't lower your shades. This isn't the ShedCast.
Tsukiyomi is pretty cool, dude. Like you said,
hot take, dude. Hot take.
So, like you said with Kakashi, remember when Itachi put Kakashi in the Tsukiyomi?
It turned to Paper Mario.
Mm-hmm.
No, so after that though, when they get back into I forgot, they get into a stalemate because then Sasuke goes, oh, after this it's gonna be Taijutsu. Well, because this is our ninjutsu because this isn't gonna work. Like the Genjutsu is not gonna work anymore.
Because that's when Zetsu goes, "Oh shit," because he goes, "Yo, Sasuke got." Like he's
yeah.
And then they go, "Oh shit, he's actually not in it. He broke out of it with pure will and hatred, supposedly." Right? That's what he said. He's like, "Yo, my hatred, like fucking, like tapped me out of it."
I don't remember, but that makes
sort
sense.
of some shit like that. And then that's when that's when he started throwing like the
shurikens
with the Chidori stream.
Yeah,
was pulling them and shit, and that's when he hit Itachi because Itachi was like fucking half blind already.
Yeah,
he went blind.
And he was slow as fuck because
it shows a scene
because he just did a whole Tsukiyomi for fucking 20. That's why he was like, they've been standing still. Like that shit drained him.
Yeah, it shows a scene where it's from Itachi's point of view and you can barely see Sasuke.
Blurry,
right?
It's blurry as fuck. And the whole time he's dodging all those shuriken. Like
that was crazy. It was like thousands.
It's like he's got
shurikens.
the drunk goggles on and dare.
Yeah, or like me yesterday.
Yeah, or you right now?
I'm not. No, I'm not.
You look like Ben Stiller's dad.
I look like
a little bit, little Mr. Costanza.
Jerry Stiller.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or my stand-up bit.
And then the fight gets crazy because the ninjutsu fight is crazy. Well, obviously it's crazier than the genjutsu. But the genjutsu was cool because they weren't really like.
Yeah, but the whole time, like you were saying earlier, he's not trying to kill Sasuke.
Yeah.
And it sucks that he takes that fucking blade to the leg and he's just like, dude, I'm not even trying to fucking kill you.
But
Sasuke's trying so hard to kill him.
Yeah,
like
sure.
with everything he's got in him, he exerts his chakra to the point where he's throwing fucking kunais at him at the end.
But also,
so
that's when we see Amaterasu for the first time.
No, that's when
second time.
That's when they go on the roof.
Who's that?
Right after this. Second time.
Amaterasu? Who's that?
Amon. He's a boxer.
Oh.
In
the Digimon Terasu?
No, second time. But he used it on Sasuke, and then he fucking does an Orochimaru jutsu to prove that Orochimaru is, or not to prove it, but then like
he uses the Orochimaru jutsu.
He's got Orochimaru in there, and then Itachi's trying to get Orochimaru out.
Can we talk about that loophole?
Can we talk
about that plot?
Can I ask something real quick?
Yeah.
just real quick?
Maybe I jumped ahead
I
too
like how
much.
you waited till I talked.
I mean, I let all you guys talk until
go
you
ahead.
guys wouldn't have stopped.
Never.
When
I'm never gonna stop.
Itachi, I ain't never gonna stop. When Itachi does he like summon like sort of like a tiny Susanoo to try to grab after Sasuke's eyes, or is that part of part of it in the Tsukiyomi? Tsukiyomi, because like
when the eyes show up behind him.
No, it looks like the Nine Tails chakra, like its tails when they were coming after, and they were. You don't remember that
when
part?
He's grabbing the eye out of his face.
Yeah, but he's not using his fingers. He's using like a red chakra.
Who, Itachi?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm trying to think of what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about though, but I don't know if that was like
you can go into what you're saying.
Go ahead if you want to find it. That's a good question.
I don't know.
You should have fucking found it before you asked it.
I just thought of it now.
Yeah, my point exactly.
Sorry about that.
Could you mute it, possibly?
Yeah,
I think
it's muted.
It's the one before.
But what I was gonna say was, could we talk about the loophole in that
yeah, the Amaterasu.
We did jump a little
because
bit
what else was before that when he did Amaterasu around the island?
It was the eye thing. That was what we were talking about.
Oh, okay.
Was him using the him using the curse mark in the Tsukiyomi.
In the Tsukiyomi, right?
Yeah, and to like protect himself, which is pretty insane.
Is it? So is it technically Tsukiyomi what they're fighting?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But like we said, they keep going in and out of it. But when they're on the roof, right, the loophole where he uses the Amaterasu on Sasuke's wing, the curse mark wing.
Yep.
That shit shouldn't have, like, he shouldn't have been able to shed his skin to escape that. Because Orochimaru couldn't do that. Because you see at the end of the fight, when Orochimaru's snake is trying to escape, the Amaterasu finds the snake and fucking burns him alive. Like that remember that one little snake that was trying to escape?
Yeah, right.
It tried to get out, and the Amaterasu fucking found it and fucking burned him up. So do you think that Itachi had to have been, like, aiming specifically for Orochimaru's chakra? And that's why it didn't burn up Sasuke when he did the fucking body transformation.
Well, he was
and shed his skin. Because technically,
he shed
that was
Orochimaru.
Yeah, and that's why it only burned up the because he aimed for the sage. Like the wing is obviously not sage. I'm sorry. The wing is obviously the curse mark.
Yeah.
Which, if we're talking, is some sort of pseudo sage. But he aimed for that specifically. That was the only part that was fucking burning. And then when Sasuke shed his skin, it burnt up the skin that was there and didn't burn Sasuke.
Yeah, it didn't burn Sasuke.
Where if it was Amaterasu, it would have fucking followed him.
It should have, yeah.
The same way that it would have followed Obito when if he used Kamui to try and get rid of it.
Yeah, but Itachi doesn't have Kamasuchi.
Kama Sutra.
No, it's something.
No, I know. But I know the flame control.
Flame control,
the one that Sasuke was able to have. No, I know, that's my point. But he would still be able to direct it because Amaterasu burns whatever he sets his eyes on.
Yeah, so I mean, that's what I thought. Like, if it's connected to Sasuke, it should have burned all of Sasuke. It should have
burned him up,
just like it should have burned somebody else.
Obito.
Yeah, but it just burned his clothes.
No, he didn't have clothes on. He had no shirt on.
No, he Kamui it away.
No, he didn't. Izanagi did.
Oh,
but we'll get into that.
So here, hold on. Here's the part right here.
Okay. We don't want to cover that loophole quick before we do it.
We can
before we go back to this.
We can.
Let's do that. Let's wrap that up.
What do you think? What do you think?
I think that it had. I think he was doing multiple things to the fight to try and get Orochimaru out to get rid of him because I don't know if he knew, but he knew somehow that right.
He knew.
So he knew Orochimaru was in there, and then he was doing that. But I don't. That's the one thing that I don't understand is he used Amaterasu on him, so he must have knew somehow that it wasn't going to kill Sasuke.
What other explanation would
it would have just sucked Sasuke into the sake drum or whatever too when he used the sword.
The sword is Sasuke.
Yeah, and it just took. He waited till Orochimaru popped out.
Don't pronounce anything right.
But if he wasn't trying to kill Sasuke, why would he Amaterasu him?
Well, if he wasn't trying to kill Sasuke, he wouldn't did a couple things to him in the beginning part.
Definitely.
No, but that was all Genjutsu shit, right?
I mean, if
you're talking about the very,
if he pulled out his Amaterasu from the beginning, he would have fucking killed Sasuke.
Yeah, but I don't know. To me, it doesn't make sense. Well, I mean, not that makes sense.
If he pulled out his Susanoo from the beginning, he would have killed Sasuke.
Oh, for sure. His Susanoo is basically invincible. because the
His
mirror,
half Susanoo.
the Yada mirror
Yada
bounces everything back, and then he had the Sword of Drunken Dreams. I forgot what it's called.
The Tsuka blade or whatever.
Oh, yeah, the Totsuka blade.
So
that's an invincible Susanoo.
So that being
And it
said,
was
though,
orange in
what other explanation would there be for him escaping that Amaterasu, the thing that's inescapable?
Yeah, I guess because there's no, I don't know.
Yeah, but Amaterasu's whack though.
Maybe that is the only counter if you shed your skin.
That's why Amaterasu's whack.
Okay, why?
But
because it hasn't killed anybody
that we know of. But it was used.
No, I know.
Itachi probably used it many times. It's known that he used it.
Well, we're talking about this anime that they're showing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This anime. Itachi was known to have used it many times.
Anybody?
Nope.
And the Susanoo, he's used it many times.
And actually hasn't really done anything to anybody.
Yes, it has. It almost killed the third, or it almost killed the Misukage to the point, the Three Tails Jinchuriki, to the point that he did.
He did kill him. I thought.
No, they captured him and then put him in a Suki or debatable whether Obito had Kodo Matsukami or not.
Right.
Because he was a fucking perfect Jinchuriki. He shouldn't have been able to be put in a regular Genjutsu.
No, it's because he had Mangekyo Sharingan allows him to put
control the tailed beast.
The tailed beast in the Genjutsu.
Yeah,
could be possible too.
Valid. No, that's probably the most valid explanation. Actually, I never thought of that.
But yeah,
because the tailed beast should have been able to tap him out of the Genjutsu.
Yeah,
because he was a
usually.
So he put the tailed beast under Genjutsu.
Yeah.
Otherwise, anybody else that puts somebody under a Genjutsu, the tailed beast would wake them out of it. But because Obito's got a Sharingan, he can put the tailed beast in a.
If he could put the 9 tails in a fucking Genjutsu, he could put the 3 tails in a Genjutsu.
For sure. Yeah, easily. Way easier, I guess. I would think than the 9 tails.
That's what they say.
I like what they say then.
Yeah, and also that was the scene.
Hearsay.
And also that was the scene where that dude that wasn't like even in the manga was in it. The other guy from the mist, the Demons of the Mist or whatever. What is it called? The Swordsman of the Mist.
The one who had the red paint on his face.
The
one who was Itachi's partner.
Itachi's partner.
What was his name?
I forgot.
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Juzo.
Yeah, Juzo.
He
got killed in that battle.
He died in that battle. Yeah.
By his own executioner's blade.
Mm-hmm. But Amaterasu hasn't killed anybody.
That's insane, actually, when you think about it, because it didn't. Unless did Sasuke ever use it to kill anybody?
Nope. He tried to
use it on Naruto, didn't work. Tried to use it on, didn't kill Kaguya, didn't kill Madara.
Every person that got Amaterasu just shook that shit off.
Killer B
shook
it off.
He did get it
because he transformed, which also is a plot hole too. It should have followed. It should have hit the other tentacle. If Sasuke knew what the fuck he was doing.
And he had the control over it?
Yeah, it should have hit the other. It should have followed the other tentacle. Why did it just stop at the? Oh, he broke a tentacle off, so it's not going to burn that. That's not the point of Amaterasu.
That's why Amaterasu's whack.
That's a fucking plot hole. All right,
what's all the city? Where's our tax money going?
So I believe.
Show us this. Fucking
so I believe this might be the
out.
like the Tsukiyomi.
No, the Susanoo.
I don't know if it's the Susanoo, but.
You want to put the volume up?
Should I?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. This is playing music too in the background.
All right. Oh, okay. Oh, crazy Itachi is cool though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Everybody that doesn't speak Japanese.
Yeah, dude, that's like his Susanoo's like spirit.
I don't know what that's the Genjutsu. Obviously, it's the Genjutsu, right? Because when they show the full one,
you turn down.
When they show the full one, it looks crazy.
It does look just like the Nine Tails, though. It looks like the cloak.
Yeah, it's sick.
That's wild, dude. I don't know why I never made that fucking connection. But that's the same color as his Susanoo.
Yes. So it's got to be connected to the Susanoo.
Got to be. That makes perfect sense. Look at you, Tech. Coming prepared. I love it.
I want to see if they show the full thing, because the full thing looks crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Like a Shinigami. Maybe not.
They did just show the mask before. They showed it right before. If you didn't see it.
No, I know they should, but I thought they showed the full thing. Maybe not.
That's wild, though. I never made that fucking connection. Good shit, Tech.
And look, they show the Nine Tails right there.
They do?
Yeah.
They do. Nice.
Pretty cool, right? Who knows?
That
what
is wild.
is.
So
Cool.
that's like a little is that like a little foreshadowing of the Susanoo? Because that's the first time we see the Susanoo, right?
So
That's the first
Susanoo, you
time-
think Susanoo's tail beast power,
No.
or
I think,
similar
It's
to
just
it?
chakra.
I think that's just the immense chakra and hatred that's the Mangekyo Sharingan.
I think it might just be.
but it's similar to like a tail beast chakra, like it's a separate thing.
I think it might just be the Shinigami.
But the Sharingan, so the Sharingan creates its own chakra, though, right? It's only the people with Sharingan like unlock that chakra.
Yeah.
So then they use that chakra to make the Susanos and stuff.
And it does come from the sage.
That's very true.
It does come
So
from the
now, what do you have
sage.
to say about that? No, just kidding.
Well, you got
So also, now where we at? Susanoo beats Orochimaru. So Sasuke and Itachi both defeat Orochimaru. And then Sasuke pokes Itachi right in the head.
other way around.
The other way around?
Yeah, Itachi pokes Sasuke in the head.
Oh, yeah. I said
But
that.
before that, when Sasuke drains all of his chakra and he goes, remember he escapes. This is when he gets hit with the Amaterasu. So we'll bring it back to that.
Okay.
He escapes, sheds his skin, and goes downstairs into the building. He's depleted of chakra almost all the way. He uses his sage or his curse mark, and then he does that really weird fire jutsu that's almost like sage looking, like the curse mark fireball jutsu.
Is that where he breaks the ceiling?
And he misses Itachi on purpose in order to create storm clouds.
Yeah. And then he uses the fucking lightning.
Which is what?
Dragon.
Kirin? What's the name of it?
Yeah.
Yes, Kirin.
Kirin, sorry.
Like that ashtray.
I almost forgot about that.
It's actually a beer, I think.
A beerin?
Kirin is like a big company in Japan, I believe.
Right on.
Oh,
Kirin.
I think I've seen that before.
It's on that ashtray.
Right.
So
and that's where you're going to the electric thing, because that jutsu might be like one of the most powerful jutsus we've seen.
it is one of the most.
So
but
to quote, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
To quote, Black Zetsu said that he's never seen anything like that. That's got to be the craziest jutsu ever,
Because he tamed lightning.
he's like, you don't just, it's not just chakra. He's using like actual
lightning.
like Earth's like powers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if Son Goku or that was it. Son Goku's the fourth, the lava guy.
Four tails.
Yeah, the lava guy, magma guy, right? If
He was in,
like
magma.
in a
they
volcano.
said.
yeah, if like he was in a volcano
Like
and used the volcano
Which
to
is
his
probably
advantage.
what the monkey cave was, if you think about it.
Yeah, the Monkey Island.
Yeah. That is like, if he pulled that move when he had more chakra and was able to put more into that probably, that's a tough one to beat. And his other attack jutsu, the Ninja Arrows, Sasuke holds the cake for like the most powerful attack jutsus.
What if he got Kirin to hit the arrow before it hits him?
Or he just infused it the way he does Chidori stream
A
with
shot
like his
the
shit.
arrow with
That
the,
would be
with
some
the
fucking
Kirin.
cool shit. But when he does that fireball
That-
jutsu,
Today, Junior.
that fireball jutsu always like piqued my curiosity because they drew it different on purpose.
Yeah,
When he put like all his curse mark energy into it,
it was cool. It was cool.
it was.
But that's also like, I'm sorry. Fuck,
no,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Dude.
Go ahead, go.
It's
It's
like
like,
glitch in the Matrix right there.
It's like when
Both repeated yourself.
Sasuke and Naruto are fighting at the valley or whatever. When Sasuke got his first, when he first unlocked the wings on the curse mark, and he did his Chidori with the like, it looked like metallic.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was the only time like
It looked
that
like
ever
Conqueror's
happened.
hockey a little bit.
It looked
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
That was, but they never did it again.
exactly. Yeah, that was some.
That wasn't the Chidori though, right? Was it the other one, or it was Chidori?
No, it had
That
to be
wasn't-
Chidori.
Isn't there a Raikiri that's stronger than Chidori?
That's
Or that-
Kakashi.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
Maybe, I don't know.
purple
Right,
lightning.
No, I think
Yeah, that's his. Yeah, that's
That's
the purple
Kakashi?
lightning one.
no, Sasuke didn't have that
No, I don't think so.
because his Chidori was super strong.
Sasuke. So what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Sasuke's.
I cut you when I cut you off. You were talking about the fireball jutsu. They made it
Oh, I was just
different.
saying. I was just saying how dope that was. Yeah. I just thought it was really cool, and it always piqued my curiosity as to why the fireballs look different because of the curse mark energy, you know? And they had like the food lion or the food dog like faces on them.
Yes.
Which you only saw that Buddhist like imagery with Hashirama and Sage and
Asama's boy.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, the when Asama did the big like the Kurama nine-tailed sage thing that is not the Ashura cloak or whatever. Yeah, you see like this Buddhist imagery. So it's the only other time that I don't think they specifically say anything about that being sage anything, but the only other imagery where you see really that is in where they show representation of like the sage of the sixth pass.
What about the guy with the sitar?
The one from the sand?
I don't think he has Buddhist imagery though. He looks like a monk though.
No, I meant like his like the like. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know
I
how
know
like
what you mean.
you know how like
every time you see
how Jutsu shows like a Buddhist type of thing, like Buddhism aspect to it. Besides those,
I can't think of really any other one. Maybe besides Sai's like ceiling. One of his like ceiling jutsus or something like that.
We can look into that further.
Yeah, I just
for another episode.
Yeah,
that always piqued my interest.
Kakazu,
the Asama's boy, the one that does like that jutsu where it's like the guy with all the hands.
Yeah,
that he could be because he's like a spiritual dude. I wonder if you become a spiritual guy, what are you like practicing? It's got to be some type of sage shit.
Because you're being a monk in chakra. You're not necessarily being a monk in religion. You're being a monk in ninjutsu or chakra and stuff like that.
That's what I would think.
The guy locked in the base, the first Jin Cherokee of the One Tails.
Yeah, maybe, dude. Who knows?
That dude.
That dude.
Yeah, because like everything else is sort of
crazy.
It's sort of like Shinigami type of things, like the doors that Orochimaru can summon, and the sound 4 whistles where that girl can summon those big giant. Ogres. They're not Buddhist related though. So
and then all the other animal representations aren't. They don't go down that path. They're just like straight up animal representations.
True. Choji.
Hashtag just saying, dude.
Choji's like a Buddhist.
Noise.
So speaking of how you said the fireball jutsus look different with the curse mark, Sasuke might be the smartest person in the show.
For that in general, the Kirin thing, or is that the name of it? Are we pronouncing it?
Yeah, it's Kirin. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to look that up. I'll put my life on it.
Okay,
it's Kirin. Yeah,
cool.
He when he blew past Itachi through the ceiling to change the weather outside, so it would create a thunderstorm so that he could do Kirin.
Weather outside is frightening.
Yep, and
the fire is so
delightful.
All right, is this a Santa podcast? Because I got some news for you.
That is lovely.
I'm named after him.
That's true.
Right, he when he does when he figures out Datara's thing.
Yes,
dude's he's
a
battle IQ is too high.
He's good, and sometimes, and then sometimes he's not. Like against Killer B, he was garbage. Sort of,
and also because he was tired.
He was exhausted
because he didn't stop fighting.
He was exhausted.
But we'll get into that.
And also against Danzo,
we didn't get into that's right. That was right after.
No, I know. I'm just saying though. Like, he had to get.
It was like instant.
Obito, this is save him.
This is like the beginning of him going crazy, like battle after battle after battle.
He just keeps going.
It's like a day. Like he'll battle for a day and then right straight into another battle till the end of the show before Madara kills him. But we'll get into that.
Yeah.
By next year.
Yeah. Do you have anything else on that rooftop fight?
I just thought it was interesting how Zetsu thought that Zetsu, who has seen everything, or at least Black Zetsu, seen everything for the past 1,000 years, basically, and saw Madara, arguably the strongest person ever in history, Hashirama, seen everybody, saw Kirin for the first time and said he's never seen anything as strong as that, and he's never seen anybody mold, like, the nature, like, actual nature, things that happen in nature, like acts of nature, with jutsu.
That take the amount of training that takes.
And that was Black
Zetsu. Sage. That's like sage. That's like nature energy. That's like sage energy.
So exactly. So Black Zetsu's seen all the sage shit throughout history.
And then Itachi eats it.
Yes.
So
Because he's got a Susanoo.
Well,
but
no, he didn't eat it because I'm pretty sure that also was probably the reason he died.
So here's
by
my-
getting hit with that.
here's my other plot hole with
Yeah.
this. There's another plot hole with this. Is Zetsu says, he goes, what the fuck is that? When the
He does the
Susanoo
cure?
pops up.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Susanoo?
yeah.
And it's
That's
like,
weird.
but you've seen Madara's.
also they said that
You saw the battle between Madara and Hashirama. You were
then-
watching the whole thing, so you saw it. You know what that shit
Didn't
is.
Madara's brother also have a Susanoo? And then maybe not canon, but I think it's maybe it was said that Madara's
Or
brother also had one.
the Asura Indra battle was also a fucking, there was a Susanoo involved, and he watched that shit.
But that was NC.
Okay, but either way, he was there for that.
Yes.
But what about
and,
Madara's brother?
But
Is that NC?
no, that's C.
Nice.
Itachi only had half. A,
Today, Junior, shut the fuck up.
Itachi only had half a Susanoo, and also maybe Zetsu never saw skeleton Susanoo wrap.
Turn into a person.
Like wrap flesh around it. And also, he might have been talking about the Suka blade.
The whole thing, I think, maybe
No,
this
that-
looks
no,
crazy
no,
because
he
he had
knew-
the Yadomir and the Suka blade, which we didn't
He
even
knew
bring
about
up.
it.
Yeah, no, we did talk about how unstoppable it is. I'm sorry,
He
we did.
knew.
Kinda. It was
Zetsu
an
knew
attempt.
about the Suka blade,
Yeah.
and he knew that Orochimaru wanted it.
His whole life, he was.
But how? So that's what we need to talk about. My bad. That's what we need to talk about. How did he acquire the blade?
for his Susanoo,
Yeah, or
because no one
period.
else is able to add things to their Susanoo like other objects, or that we
Oh,
know
except
of.
for Sasuke,
Well, and Madara added the Nine Tails, sort of.
kind of. But Sasuke has the arrows.
No, but that's part of his. He didn't like go find the Indra arrow.
Sasuke,
That's what I'm saying, so
Sasuke
maybe-
added a Nine Tails.
No, that's what I'm saying though. But like the arrow that Sasuke has is part of his Susanoo.
So how come his Susanoo? How
Like-
come the sword and shield aren't part of Itachi's Susanoo?
That's what I'm saying. Is he acquired those?
I think that Orochimaru was just didn't know and only heard rumors about this and how powerful it was, and it turns
Maybe.
out that it's just Itachi's
No,
Susanoo.
because it was around for longer than Itachi was around. Because Orochimaru's older than Itachi. What Itachi supposedly found this blade, and somehow is summoning it through his, because he didn't carry it physically. He's summoning it through his Susanoo.
We're getting to the bottom of this.
Yeah, this is big. This is big stuff right here.
No, but that's real, right? Are the Totsuka blade? Is that like a real thing, or that's just a Naruto thing?
it is an ethereal weapon, dude. That's why.
Okay.
You know more than anybody what ethereal means.
Ethereal is how you pronounce it, but
What does it mean?
It means that it's not a real thing. It's like
exists in the
otherworldly.
ether. Yeah, it's another. Yeah, but so that doesn't matter though, because they have otherworldly. Their otherworldly shit is tangible throughout the entire show of Naruto,
It's a variant of the Kusanagi blade
which is the one that
Orochimaru
has.
pukes out of his mouth.
Yeah, the one that he stabs Naruto with.
The one that he puked out of his mouth when he puked out of the snake's mouth.
So I think maybe you're right. Maybe it is a myth that he heard that there's another one out there and he wants it, but it was really Itachi's Susanoo that it
No,
was.
because there wouldn't be people who knew about this.
But it could have been those people that Itachi killed.
No.
Or there are stories of Itachi's. Because it's
I don't think so, because I don't think he was using the fucking suit. What Zetsu would have seen the Susanoo. Like they would have known.
Yeah, that's
about
what
the
I don't
suit.
understand.
They would
No,
have
he
known
definitely
about
known.
because they were like, "Oh, I can't wait to see the Amaterasu," because they knew about them. Like they would have known about that shit.
Yeah.
He went and he fucking in his travels in the Akatsuki somehow fucking acquired that shit. Why don't you just look up how did Itachi get the fucking blade?
It's a chakra
Google that.
sword.
Why don't you just have that before we start the podcast, you jerk?
Well, I mean, it just came up, you jackass.
Like we never talked about it before.
Go ahead, Google it. Stop making jokes.
Maybe it's
He's not typing it in.
Chakra.
He's just staring.
So
Because I think it's got the answers right here.
Okay.
could I don't know. I think maybe his Susanoo just has those things. It's got it.
I don't know. I feel like there wouldn't be a legend about a sword that existed.
So look, this guy says
and
it
then
right.
someone who's a young.
It says it right here. He was shocked, realized that the sword was in Itachi's possession.
Yeah, when he's in the mouth of the snake that he popped out of.
Yeah, but that means if he saw it in Itachi's possession, but the only way he possessed it was in the Susanoo, it means it had to be in a sword that Itachi has.
Exactly. But they're saying that fans believe he just manifests it.
This is just all headcanon. It's all
so Kishimoto never. There's
never.
no verification as to how he got the shit.
So I'm going with that. I think that Orochimaru just didn't know what that was.
I don't know, dude. I don't think that's.
Oh, valid. You know what? I'll tell you right now.
Tell me.
The best theory.
Tell me.
That before Itachi was born, Wicked Eye had the Susaka blade, dude. In his Susanoo.
Or he acquired it from because he killed him. And he killed him and he took
But it's not C that Fugaku had MS.
It's NC.
So
is it C?
No, it is. Sure? No, it's C. Yeah, it is.
It's not C, dude.
Well, in this fight, although Itachi lies about multiple things in this fight,
what about the Mom Gekyo shit? Only 3 people haven't unlocked them.
The Mom Gekyo, the big Mom Gekyo.
They unlocked the Mom Gekko.
The big Mom Gekko.
3 people have only unlocked the Mom Gekko Sharingan.
Big Mom Gekko.
He also made a mistake because he said only 3 people, but
I don't think that's a mistake. I think he said it on purpose.
On purpose. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he said it wrong on purpose. Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could believe that though because he misleads him all the time. He says fucked up shit
with multiple things because I don't think he also didn't want him to know the real truth about what he did in the Leaf either because then he knew that he would take revenge on fucking Danzo and shit like that.
Because you knew Danzo had MS in his body.
No, because he didn't want Sasuke to be mad at the Leaf, so that he didn't want the truth to come out. That's why he didn't want him to talk to Madara, aka Obito, which is why he programmed the Amaterasu so he wouldn't join up with him and actually go against the Leaf.
Yeah, because right.
Which brings us to this point of did Itachi know that Obito was Obito, or did he really think that it was Madara? And does it even really matter? Not really.
Wouldn't it be kind of strange for Itachi not to figure it out? Because I feel like he would figure it out. He's smart enough. Because
he doesn't. But he never knew Madara. Madara was dead hundreds of years before he was he was dead before his parents were alive.
Yeah.
You know, so he never would know what his chakra signature is like, or anything like that. So then if some dude was like, oh, I'm Madara Uchiha and I'm revived from the dead, and I have MS and he does these things and he tames the 9 tails just like Madara can because Madara taught Obito how to fucking do that shit. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
So why wouldn't he be like, oh, that makes perfect sense. He does everything that Madara can do or says he can do. And he also...
it makes more sense that it would be Madara than Obito still
because
alive.
Obito is, as far as he's concerned, Obito's been dead.
Yeah, because if Obito was alive, he would have came back to the village. That's what everyone would think.
Yeah, especially in Itachi's eyes too. Yeah. I mean, maybe he knew something. Maybe he knew something was up, but I feel like that it would make sense that would be something that could fool him.
No, I think it makes more sense.
How would he know?
And what would
otherwise?
What would he go on and question him and say, "No, you're not Madara. You're a different Uchiha.
You're this ghost though that no one knows exists." And dude, to be real with you, Obito at that time might have been stronger than Madara because he had wood style at that time, and fucking Itachi didn't even know that.
Does he have Madara's chakra or anything enhancing him at that point, or it was just him himself?
Who?
Obito.
No, he only had Zetsu.
Well, it was just
Hashirama
he had Hashirama cells.
Yeah,
that's why he could do wood style.
That's why he has half a body that works.
Oh right, duh. Fucking, I forgot all about that. So that's kind of fucking hacks for him, and he still lost a minute though.
I don't think he knew how to use wood style that well.
No, but having Hashirama cells, fucking, that definitely. I mean, how could you not think it was Madara at that point? Because you know Madara as being this super godlike guy, and now you have this guy who's just as stronger because I would assume the Hashirama cells makes him that much stronger.
Has to be
true,
and adds all the fucking
his chakra reserve was probably huge too because of it, and so Itachi was like, oh, this dude's a beast.
Obito was a beast.
And if Obito was Minato's age, he would have killed him.
And how many times he spammed Kamui throughout that shit? All the time.
Unbelievable.
Oh, just like if he Kamui'd off the Amaterasu.
He did not. He Izanagi'd it. He couldn't have Kamui'd it.
Couldn't have Kamui. He couldn't have.
Kamui it.
Couldn't
There's nothing to say that he didn't.
There's a lot to say that he. The only things that there is like to show that it wasn't Kamui. Is because he had his shirt off. It hit him bare skin.
So you're saying
rug.
So you're saying if Amaterasu in its entirety in the whole entire show and manga hasn't killed anybody, it killed Obito.
No, it didn't. He fucking
it would have killed
Izanagi
him
real quick
because it was a surprise attack that he wasn't expecting. So he had no way to counter it.
All right, I'll take it with a grain of salt.
Nice. I think it Kamui'd it, to be honest.
I mean, dude, it's not. No one has Kishimoto's word.
He could have Kamui'd his shirt away.
Yeah, but he didn't have a shirt on.
He did.
No, he
had
didn't.
some weird skin tight thing.
No, he had like bandages, and he just was wearing no shirt.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You sure? All right. So, but the consensus says. The census report says the consensus is.
Are you
that,
good, dude?
I thought you were gonna say something after all those. The consensus is that it was Izanagi'd.
It is a consensus. Is he wearing a shirt? Did I just lie this whole time?
He has that weird baggy shirt.
Look, he's wearing a shirt.
He's wearing
dude.
Under Armour. Fuck, dude.
I told you.
Fuck, he's wearing Under Armour.
I told
it's a
you.
ninja
He
getup.
Kamui'd it, dude.
Dude, that's not what the fans.
Yeah, but
are
that means
saying.
it's still burning in the Kamui dimension with his shirt, right?
Yeah.
Unless
and it would be there later on.
Unless though he looked at the shirt and then the target was the shirt and then it burned until the shirt was gone.
But he didn't. It was meant to be set on his eye.
His Sharingan, yeah. The man who knows the truth. Yes. Let's find out.
So he gets engulfed in the Amaterasu, drops his mask. Fortunately,
That's afterwards.
Go down. Fortunately, I managed to keep a few secrets even from him if I hadn't, because he didn't fucking.
Yeah, but he didn't show him Kamui either, that he can get through it.
He knew that he had Kamui.
Who?
All right, hold on. Let's see the interpretation.
I don't think
that Tobi had Kamui. He was part of the Akatsuki. That was like what his thing was. He didn't know that it was a Sharingan technique.
No one in the no one knew that.
Everyone
they
watched
didn't know
him
what
doing
Kamui
this
was,
shit.
though. They didn't know what Kamui was because they didn't know he had Sharingan.
That was his jutsu, though. Oh, actually, you're right.
No,
he didn't
they
show
don't.
Anyone. He didn't show Datara. You're right. He didn't show. Only Zetsu saw it. Only Zetsu saw it.
But Zetsu was part of it the whole time.
You're right, though. You're right. No one knew.
No one knew that he had Kamui. At least that extent where
it's what you'd call a fail-safe. No, that's an Izanagi. Although he only got as far. Oh, no, he's talking about the Amaterasu.
Scroll down a little bit. I want to see what the. Oh, it's my interpretation. It says right there. I doubt Obito.
Nah, don't read somebody else's stuff.
Why not? Is this someone else?
You guys, because we're on a podcast about us.
Well, we both said what we all thought. Yeah. Maybe we'll get one extra.
See what they got.
Extra thing.
See what they got.
I doubt Obito.
This isn't plagiarism?
It's from Korra.
I doubt Obito sending parts of his body into the Kamui dimension would mitigate the fact he would have been roasted alive after 5 minutes. Amaterasu doesn't really dissipate like normal fire.
Since Itachi's 500 IQ super sleuth shinobi. If Obito was forced to use Izanagi to save his hide at the cost of his only Sharingan, that would have been crippling. It wasn't his only Sharingan. He had a whole wall of them. He had a wall of Sharingans.
Yes.
Yeah, and also, if he thought it was Madara, then he has no idea that he's got Kamui.
True. You're right. But I feel like, I don't know, if it's... the Amaterasu wouldn't just go out because it was in a different place. It would still be technically. It burns. It's an eternal flame. So it would technically be burning later in the Fourth War.
Oh, dude, no.
Later in the Fourth War, when they were in what?
Obito's eye is the only one that can do Kamui. So if he would have used his Izanagi, he would have nulled the Kamui out. So he can't use Kamui anymore if he nullified his eye.
No, when you put someone else's eye in, you don't get their Sharingan ability.
I thought that Obito's only one that had that Sharingan ability.
But when he put someone, he
just put some random guys from his wall and then used Izanagi from that eye, ruined that eye, and then his original. That's why Danzo had to save the last.
Maybe he went down and grabbed an eye. And then did Izanagi and then put his eye back in.
Or no, he just always had another. He had two eyes and he just covered one with the mask and the one with the it was just a random Sharingan.
And you think he was using 2 Sharingans? But he was never known to use 2 Sharingans.
Exactly, until he had to use the Izanagi.
No, because he only had one because, Kakashi has the other one, obviously. But.
I know, and the one that's showing is his Kamui eye, and the other one that's not showing behind the mask, he just had a Sharingan back there, and then used it for Izanagi, and then put another one in when he went to go face fucking Konan. That way he didn't lose his Kamui eye, and he was able to pop any of those in and use Izanagi, waste him.
I could see that.
All right, fair enough. Because his clothes weren't damaged.
Does it say though that the abilities go with the eyes, or we don't know that?
What?
I gotta look that up too.
Like if someone if he put in the other eye, like that other eye wouldn't have Kamui, it would have.
But he took Amaterasu from Itachi, right?
No.
Through his eyes, or that's because he placed it in him?
Sasuke.
Yeah,
he gave it to him. He programmed Amaterasu in his eye,
and he wouldn't have acquired it once he put Itachi's eyes in him to get like the MS.
I don't know unless that EMS. Ran in their blood because they were brothers. I think that's a debate too because Sasuke had flame control.
He had a better version.
Yeah, well, it's a different eye. It's 2 different things. One is Amaterasu and the other one's flame control.
We talked about this on the
That's
other
why
podcast.
it doesn't really make sense that because Itachi didn't have the flame control, so he got Itachi's eye for the Amaterasu and his. So they were like, they could have been a solid duo.
Because you have Itachi, Sasuke has Amaterasu and Kamasuchi, Kamasuchi, whatever. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. Yeah. The flame control. I'll just say flame control.
Smart.
Smart. Itachi has Amaterasu and Tsukiyomi.
But Sasuke also has Tsukiyomi.
No, he doesn't.
He puts people in Tsukiyomi.
Sasuke?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
I don't know if he has Tsukiyomi.
He puts people in it.
That's why. Well, what is he using when he fights against Itachi? That's what also I want to know. Because you're saying they both use Tsukiyomi.
Why don't you just look up Sasuke? Can you just Google it
no, because I have to. No, I'm not.
Easy way. See if he has it.
I don't.
Instead of fucking going through 4 different web pages.
Well, you just never search stuff, so I'll tell you right now that he's the only person that can do it.
So then do Sasuke and see what Sasuke's Sharingan ability is.
I just told you what it is. It's Amaterasu and flame control.
But the other,
he has other things that he does with his fucking Sharingan, though.
Who?
Sasuke.
No, it's not.
Like when he puts people in Genjutsu and shit. Yes, he does.
That's not his Mangekyo Sharingan ability, though.
All right, it's got to be NC then, because he does it in the show. Could you look it up and see?
No, but I'm not saying. But of course he's got Genjutsu.
I know he's got Genjutsu, but what I'm saying is he puts people in some fucking shit sometimes. So
also, what's
not
the one?
Tsukiyomi?
Yeah.
No, it's not Tsukiyomi.
So what is it?
It's just regular Genjutsu.
But what's the one he uses when he's fighting Itachi, where he thinks he has Itachi in his Genjutsu? What's that?
It's Genjutsu. Tsukiyomi is the thing that they put in for 3 days.
With his MS. Like that's an MS ability.
Okay, then.
He just has Genjutsu.
It's just the Genjutsu world. It's
because he has a Sharingan. He could do Genjutsus
better. He can do them better
because Itachi doesn't put what's her name, Kurenai Sensei, in a Tsukiyomi.
No,
he puts her in a regular Genjutsu.
In her own Genjutsu.
With the vines.
So does Sasuke not? He doesn't get any abilities to use that from the eye that he gets from Itachi.
all you don't get the eyes.
Flame wrapping fire.
That's why what's his name had to put it in the crow.
Gotcha.
That's why Itachi had to put it in the crow.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
And that's also why Nagato can't use anything that Madara could do.
So that eye though held the ability, right? So that
no, the person held the ability.
He put Amaterasu in.
No, the Shisui's eye I was talking about when you're talking about the crow.
So so I'm sorry. Yes, to answer your question, yes, the eyes do hold the ability.
Yeah.
Of the person.
But you can't put it in yourself and get it if you have your own.
Unless you have an affinity to it, like Sasuke and Itachi were brothers.
Yeah, not to get.
So when Madara did it with his brother, it might have been similar. You know, even though we don't know what either of their MS abilities were, but when he took his brother's shit, he might have been able to do something similar because they were like the same blood.
I mean, yeah, it's possible. I just think Itachi, why wouldn't? Because he took both of his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that he would lose something, right?
Who?
Sasuke.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, that's how he took his eyes to get MS. But I don't think he would have got Amaterasu unless Itachi put it in him.
He got EMS from.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Did I say MS?
No, yeah, but I don't think there's an EMS ability. I don't think there's a special ability that comes with the EMS.
No, so you could just spam it. So
yeah,
Sasuke unlocked his Mangekyo Sharingan and unlocked Amaterasu, and also unlocked flame control.
So when did he get EMS?
No, Sasuke didn't unlock Amaterasu. Itachi gave it to him.
No, Itachi only gave him the thing to shoot off on when he saw
Obito's. Yeah, but so then how did he get the Amaterasu? That's what I'm saying. He already had it.
It's just probably a trait.
Yeah,
that runs in their family.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so there's a possibility that one of Fugaku's eyes had an Amaterasu in it.
Most likely, he probably had Amaterasu, and that's why he's called Wicked Eye, because he could shoot fucking black flames out of his eyes.
Could be.
Not bad.
And also, he probably had the Tsuka blade.
We don't
know.
Because how would Orochimaru...
Now we're getting into HC.
Why would Orochimaru fucking...
Our whole podcast is HC.
So why would Orochimaru talk about how he's been searching this thing this whole time when Itachi's...
Just has it.
Itachi didn't have a Susanoo when, like, you know...
Mm-mm.
But he's searched for it his whole life.
Well, not his whole life, but he's been in search of it.
Leaf,
He's been in search of it. But I think he just got some bad info.
But he was in search of a different variant of the one he already had.
No, he was searching for the one that sealed you in the drunken dreams.
Yes,
but it's
a different. It's from the same sword family as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Sasuke also calls it whatever.
His thing.
Whatever Orochimaru calls his blade. I can't remember.
Sasuke's is also in the same.
Tenketsu. I don't remember. Either way.
You got anything else? I think we fucking kind of killed it.
Yeah, I actually do. Okay. So at the end of this, when this we had brought this earlier in one of the podcasts from before about how Tobi does his best jutsu in this
whack-a-mole.
His whack-a-mole jutsu, and then his flared neck. Fringe
I have
neck
a question about that.
Lizard jutsu.
Yo, is his whack-a-mole kamui, or that's a ground jutsu that he can only do?
That's
like
what,
some earth jutsu thing?
No, that's Zetsu's body.
Zetsu can do that, but not Tobi. Well, Zetsu does the earth thing.
Tobi's kamui. That's kamui.
Okay, kamui. But kamui. Zetsu does that.
Zetsu. That's why when Sasuke kills Itachi, Obito's talking to Team 7 and all them from the tree branch, right? Mm-hmm. And that's when he changed his voice, like, just kidding or whatever. So right after that, when they get to the Uchiha hideout,
that's a hard thing to say.
Uchiha hideout.
Dude, jazz.
Say that 3 times fast.
Uchiha hideout. Tobi beats him there. Obito beats him there.
Yeah.
And he's like, Zetsu pops out the ground and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I can't come here faster than you. Like, I can't travel faster than you."
No, because he has to travel through the earth.
Yeah. And
Obito did it through kamui.
And kamui.
So how does, maybe we're getting too off subject, how does he see the real world? How does he see his location in kamui that's parallel to the real world, so he knows he's at the hideout, or he knows, like,
Zetsu?
No, Obito. Like when he goes into kamui.
Like, no, it's Zetsu.
No, when he does kamui, when he does a full body kamui, how does he know where to pop out, like and shit like that?
Like Jumper.
Yeah,
he's been there before, or he knows where it is.
I don't know.
Or like Nightcrawler, he envisions it.
Or is it in the same place in his kamui dimension all the time?
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? Like, that could be, it might be answered, but like, because also too, when he's doing whack-a-mole, he's popping out of a random spot. What if Kakashi fucking predicts his spot? Even though he didn't, but I mean, that's kind of risky, I feel like.
Oh, do you?
I do, dude. I do.
Oh my god. Anything else?
I don't got anything. That's all I got.
Sasuke versus Itachi. Itachi wrecks.
Mm-hmm.
And Sasuke just ran out of chakra, so he couldn't even have beat him if he wanted to.
Also, so did Itachi.
But Itachi was fucking dying. But Tech made a good point. He might have been half dying from that fucking Kiri.
Yeah, he was already half dying.
he
That
He was
thing-
already half dying, and then
I
that
just-
Kieran fucking not. That's why he was.
I only said that because that fucked him
But that
up.
had to fuck
No,
him
the
up.
Susanoo blocked that, dude. I think
Yeah.
I don't think that shit really.
But-
if that shit hit him, he'd be dead.
But where you don't where so the
would've been
Susanoo
dead.
comes up and then goes away, type shit.
Well, it did. I think in that moment. You know what also probably happened is remember the only person to get through Sasuke's Susanoo was the Raikage with his lightning style, and that's remember that.
yeah.
Maybe
So-
lightning style is the thing.
Lightning style was just like a little bit faster, or it was able to, get like a partial hit on him type deal,
Yeah.
where he couldn't get it straight on.
I mean, he fucking smacked.
Because
pretty good.
the Susanoo does remanifest itself afterwards when he gets up off the ground.
Susanoo didn't save him.
Yeah,
He does the Susanoo afterwards.
Nobody says if I didn't have this, I would have been dead because Tachi.
He might have used it to
And then it
block.
and then it went away, and when he stood up, it remanifested for whatever fucking reason, dramatic effect maybe. I don't fucking know.
think he took it on head on, dude.
No,
He
he
might
couldn't.
have,
He would have been
dude.
dead.
How do you know?
That's
Because
Itachi.
he literally says, if I didn't have that, I'd be dead.
He's the strongest person in the world.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
I mean, if it wasn't in fucking Japanese, we would know.
What does Itachi say, though?
Studying.
Let's say right here.
But
But you don't think he may be talking about now?
no.
That's what
If
I'm
I didn't
saying.
have this right now, I'd be dead.
Without this, I would have been dead.
Yeah. But
And
maybe
see,
he
Zetsu
meant-
goes, "What is that? Dude, I have
Maybe-
no idea what that is."
All right, yeah, I think you're right.
No, but
I think
maybe
you're
he
right.
was talking in the fact that Sasuke would have just killed him now. But now there's no way he could kill him.
Sasuke has nothing to do to. He can't do anything to
He
kill him.
just went
Super
curse mark.
He's trying to. It's not. He has nothing left. He shits the bed.
Yeah, I guess so.
He shits the bed when he tries to do that. Anyways, that's
then-
all I got. We
I
good?
think Itachi
Yeah,
could take
I
it.
think
Chin.
I think Suigetsu should have killed.
Nice. That's the next episode.
Yeah,
Also, one
No, it's
last
not.
thing for
Yeah,
Sharingan
it is.
related.
Suigetsu versus Kisame. That's
No,
a
it's
fight
not.
that's going
that
on
happened just
during
before
this.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, but
before-
we didn't
but
talk
we'll-
about
we'll
it. So
talk
we'll
about
talk about
another
next
episode.
episode.
No, but I thought that was when Itachi. He didn't let Itachi go through.
It is, but
That's
we
what-
could do
that's
another
what I'm talking
episode.
about. That happened during this. That happened during this
Yeah,
fight.
you're right. I got you. I got you.
Same with the whack-a-mole jutsu. We could cover that one in another episode
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
That's
but
a good.
that's
That's a
not-
cool little fucking fight. They try really, really hard.
Yeah,
Like everybody tries really hard,
except for
in that fight
Kakashi.
because he knows what's up.
He doesn't do anything.
One other Sharingan related thing. Why do you think Itachi believes in the that Shisuzai so much? Like, do you think why didn't? All right, I'll just get to the point. Why didn't he give himself EMS with Shisuzai?
Who?
Itachi, because they both have Mangekos, and he could have just put Shisuzai in and had one EMS.
'Cause he can't have the other person's ability.
No, but you just for the EMS, so he wouldn't go blind.
I think he had to do it from his brother.
But then he could have gave his eyes to then Sasuke again. Then Sasuke would have had one EMS and an MS, so he could have had.
But I don't
some
know if
crazy
Itachi
shit.
could have gotten EMS from Sisui. I know that he was like a brother to him, but the only other person to ever unlock EMS was Madara, and it was when he took
You
his
know
actual
why?
younger
But it's
brother's
not.
eye.
No,
Yeah.
it's because Danzo had the other one. You need both of them.
No, it's never said that you need both, and it's never said technically that you need to be brothers.
No,
It's
I'm
only,
just
that's
saying-
the only ones we've seen. No,
I'm
for
just saying
sure.
the only
You
example
need
that we've
both.
seen.
I don't know if that's true.
It is.
Okay.
You need both.
I don't know if that's true.
He said it is. Right? You said that, right?
I said it is.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So before we wrap this up, I had one more thing.
You don't have anything.
I did have it. 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 No, I had it. Fuck, I just lost it. Itachi. It's pretty cool.
Sasuke.
Is it pretty cool, dude?
Also, then fine. Let me add to that point.
Okay.
Sasuke takes Itachi's eyes. One eye was already fucking done.
Well, it wasn't his Tomoe. His Tomoe went away, but it was still red. It didn't.
And
go.
it was blind though. It was basically blind.
Yeah.
So then he took that blind.
Well, no, because
Sharingan
Sasuke took
and
Itachi's eyes afterwards.
Yeah.
He did go
yeah,
back
but
and
that
get him.
blind ass eye that was
Obito
basically
did.
done. He used that to make an
No,
EMS.
Sasuke went to Obito and was like, "I want Itachi's
No,
eyes."
I'm talking about though. You're saying you need two eyes, but one of Itachi's eyes was completely shot anyway.
But when it goes into some, it gets rejuvenated.
I can believe that too,
eyes.
but I feel like you don't technically need 2 eyes because I don't think it's stated like that. Because eyes work. You can see in Kakashi, it works one. You know.
Yeah, but that's not EMS.
No, I'm saying like, what's be the difference to turn one Sharingan into an EMS? It's just, it's just you do one at a time. So if they did one and then all of a sudden right when he's doing the second one, oh, someone came in, oh fuck, I didn't get the second one in. Now he doesn't get it.
So then how
it says one
EMS, but he had 2 EMS.
Sasuke did because he used the fucking bum eye and it still worked for an EMS.
Yeah,
which makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
So, because this is what I was gonna say. How come Itachi didn't just Kodo Matsukami?
He doesn't have it.
Yeah, it's in Shisui's eyes, the Kodo.
I'm saying why didn't Itachi use the crow against Sasuke right there and tell him to protect the leaf?
Because he was trying to get rid of Orochimaru.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
He wouldn't have been able to do that unless he pushed Sasuke to the brink of death and he forced the curse mark out.
It was sort of like a a tailed beast that waking him up inside was Orochimaru was Sasuke's tailed beast.
Yeah, essentially.
How does he use the crow to use
Shut up.
Kodo Matsukami?
Okay. How does he programmed it?
He put the eye inside the crow.
But I'm saying that Itachi could use it at will?
Yeah.
With the crow?
Yeah.
And how come he never used it at all?
He did on Naruto.
Just the one time though,
because he can only use it one time.
Yeah.
Or twice maybe.
Once every 10 years.
He programmed
or once every
it.
10 years.
He programmed it.
He programmed it for what though?
To when he sees Sasuke's Sharingan, or when he sees his own Sharingan, to tell him to, because he knew that Itachi knew that Sasuke was going to take his eyes.
Yeah.
So there we go, dude. That's it. Sasuke versus Itachi. Sasuke should have lost.
As always.
He did lose.
As always. As all of his fights go.
But he won because he's the strongest, dude.
He won in the end because he's the only one left alive.
And also, I think if Kishimoto just wrote off Itachi as a villain and not all this stupid background saving the leaf, I think he could have been better than Madara, dude.
As a villain?
How do you think the story changes? He's pain?
No.
How do you think that
he's just Itachi.
How dramatically would it change?
He'd be like, "Hey Naruto, I gotta let's go. I'm gonna help you get Sasuke," and then boom,
yeah,
Tsukiyomi.
So you're saying most of the story is the same? Like, because if he was evil and wasn't working for the leaf, then what would he have any reason to do anything he did? He would just fucking fuck shit up.
He would kill Obito.
No, he would just be fucking the world up. He'd be out there going, being Itachi.
Either way,
Uchiha, the last Uchiha, and going sick.
He would have foiled.
He wouldn't have no reason.
Madara's plan originally.
He would have killed Madara probably.
Or no, Madara's already dead. What if Madara?
I mean, not Madara.
What if Madara grew up like 30 years later, and how he found Obito? He found Itachi. Do you think fucking?
Maybe, but he said that he would have just chose Sasuke if he was younger. He said
True.
He stated that. He goes, "Oh, dude, if you were Obito's age, I would have chose you over him, no question."
True. And Sasuke would have been like, "Hell yeah,
doggy,
hell yeah, you look way better than Orochimaru."
Yeah, even though he doesn't.
Even though he does.
Even though he does not.
Orochimaru is a beautiful, beautiful man, and in Boruto, he's even beautiful.
Even beautifuler. All right,
you want to wrap this up?
Let's do some plugs.
All right.
Tekaroo.
You can find me on ShedTech8 on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me at ShedTech8 on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me every Saturday on the Sports Podcast with Mike Nice, Big Zoe, and the host, Big Tone. Best sports podcast on the network, and not only on the network, on the internet, and not only on the internet, in the free world. And you can catch me every Thursday on the ShedCast with these boys, Mike Nice, Sid Floyd. You guys know him. And also this other guy that we don't really like to say his name much. His name's Robbie the Birdseed. And so thank you for having me again. Shout out to Pickle Pat. I hope you show up every day. I hope you're not melted in a 55-gallon drum in Mexico.
With pink eye.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be the least of his worries. Because when he sees Sid, he's going to world of trouble, dude.
You can find me, Mike Nice CT, on all platforms. You already know. Go stream me and Sid's music on all streaming platforms. And we got some shows coming up, so make sure you're sticking around for those dates, and make sure you're following the Shed Network.
Absolutely. Follow me, Sid_Floyd, on everything. Make sure that you go follow Village Hidden in the Shed on TikTok and all of our socials, because we're blowing up as always. Shout out to all the giveaway followers. We finally were able to get those packages out to you guys, so when you see this episode, you should have them. Sorry for the delay on that. Also, catch us at Comic-Cons this year. Definitely going to be popping up and showing out. We got a bunch of cool episodes and content on the way as well, so stay posted for that.
Yeah, we might even dress up, dude.
We're going to dress up. We're going to do cosplay.
And I'm going to be
Saint Nicholas.
Santa Claus. All right.
Santa
That's all we got,
Claus.
right? That's it?
Yep,
We
that's
good?
it.
That's
Mikey?
Tate bayo.
Shout out to the Grizz.
The Grizz.